Wow, that started out bad. Let's try that again. Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be recommending books to you. I've decided I'm going to try to make this a fairly regular thing. I don't know how well it's going to work because every time I say this, I generally make 1 or 2 videos and then stop with that. But hopefully this will be better than my previous attempts. Today I'm going to be recommending books to you based on a theme, and the theme I picked for this first video is books, YA books, that don't have a lot of romance. These are books where romance is kept to a minimum, and I'm doing this because I find after you get out of middle grade books, there's always some kind of romance, and usually a love triangle, and honestly it just gets so frustrating that you get tired of it. And despite the fact I have been on a romance kick, I almost feel like the reason I've been on a romance kick is because I can't escape the romance. I always have to turn to middle grade when I want to escape it, and it's kind of frustrating. So I looked through the list of books I have read on Goodreads and picked out 5 where romance plays a very minimal part in the story, and I'm now going to recommend those books to you if you, like me, wish to escape the drama that is romance. The first book I'm going to recommend is Aeon by Alison Goodman. This is the first book in the Aeona duology. I only read this one, I haven't read Aeona yet. There is practically no romance in this book because the plot of this book is the main character, Aeon, is a girl masquerading around as a guy, and if anyone finds out that she is in fact a girl, she will be killed. And you really can't foster kind of romantic feelings towards anyone in that kind of situation when your life depends on it. It would be completely impractical, and I like the fact that they kept that very authentic in the book. This in itself is a great fantasy book, and I really enjoyed it. My second recommendation is The Maze Runner by James Dashner. This has the only female character really in the book spends most of the time in a coma, and despite the fact the main character feels drawn to her, they don't spend time pondering their feelings and being lovelorn for each other or anything like that. And even though the other characters kind of make fun of them, the characters are in a very stressful situation as well, and they just don't want to expand on that idea, I guess. So this is another book I'd recommend if you are looking for a book that has very little romance in it. The next book I don't have a physical copy of, so I will insert a picture of it here. And that is 13 Reasons Why by James Asher. This is a book about a girl who commits suicide, and as the main female character in this book is already dead, there's no real romance that can happen between the characters, the main male character that is alive and the female character that is dead. I mean, this isn't Anna dressed in blood or anything like that. Let me say that again. The fourth book I'm recommending is The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. This is kind of borderline middle grade YA. The character tends to be around the age of a middle grade character. However, the issues that are being dealt with are much more in the YA genre. This is a novel. This is a novel set in World War II in Germany, and the main character starts as 12 and then goes to 14, I believe. I can't believe it's already been 2 years since I've read this book. I don't really like reading World War II books because my dad always liked to talk about World War II because he read a lot of stuff. However, I really did enjoy this, and it was very thought-provoking in itself, and while there is allusions to romance, again, the character is in a very stressful situation, and there's nothing that can really happen or develop beyond a certain point because of the situation that the novel finds itself in. The final book I have is Sora's Quest by T.L. Schreffler. I don't know if that's right. It is a fantasy series about a noble girl named Sora who is kidnapped on the day she plans to run away from her home. And she is taken on this journey with an assassin and two half-wolf, half-human people called Wolfies. And there is obviously a character that likes to flirt with her. But because she has been kidnapped by these people, she doesn't develop Stockholm Syndrome or anything. But because she has been kidnapped by these people, she finds herself despising these people, and she doesn't really let herself develop feelings for them. And so because of that, there is no real romantic drive in this book either. Till you get to the end of the book, probably the last 2 or 3 chapters, which is probably about 20 pages,